Hello everyone, this is Hardware Failure from Facebook. I guess that's the best name for me to use since whenever I play MUD I just make up random silly names. So I'm making a video today to show off a little project that I've been working on, which is basically a Server 2012 Hyper-V host that allows me to run lots of VMs at once, lots of MegaMUDs at once, and it can really make things a lot easier, more accessible, easily more managed, etc. Now this kind of stems off of an idea that I've been using for quite some time, at least 15 years. I think a lot of other people do it too. And that is to run MegaMUD, multiple MegaMUDs, in an environment that's separate of your main computer, your main workstation. You know, it could be another computer, it could be a server, a virtual setup similar to this, or a virtual PC or something. And it keeps MegaMUD away from your daily activities. It doesn't get in the way, doesn't use up resources. We all know that when you run lots of them, it can get pretty finicky, freeze, crash, whatever. It doesn't take up resources from your main computer if you're playing a game or doing this or that. And it also makes things very easily accessible. You can remote into this system running MegaMUDs and whatnot, and it's isolated, it's organized. Most people will connect with like a remote desktop like I do. You can do VNC, anything you want to open up to your router. Software solutions to like Team Viewer, LogMeIn, that type of thing. So it's a real good way to do things. Anyway, I'll go ahead and connect to this server here. And as you can see, it's server 2012 running Hyper-V. Take a look at the resources here. It's got 32 gig RAM, so that's really nice. It allows us to run a lot of VMs. You can see just how much. Let me start getting into it a little here. CPU, nothing special. It's actually 2 CPUs, 2 sockets, 4 cores each. So it's actually a semi-old server that I kind of took apart and threw in a box. Anyway, let's take a look at some of our VMs here. So we've got the first one here. Well, first let's take a look. Let's see. Over here, you can see we've got OS drive, and then real big RAID here. And on the RAID we've got these VHDX files, which are essentially the hard drive files of all of these VMs. And what's great about that is, I've made a sysprep of some of these, which it's just copies of these hard drives, and the sysprep makes it have all its unique IDs and stuff. So I can make copies of this over and over again very easily, very fast. Maybe I'll have time to do that later. So let's connect to the first one here. See, I've got a purple background that allows me to identify this as the first instance that I'm running. And for now, I've got most of these set up with Hated Realities Test BBS. And it works real well for me doing this test because it's a realm that needs to be tested itself. So I can throw a lot of characters at it and not get everyone too mad. I don't think Dave and the crew over at HR would appreciate it if I went on a live board with tons and tons of characters. But anyway, it's a good environment for what I'm trying to do right now. So let's get some stuff loaded up here. So we've got this guy. Go ahead and connect. We're going to open up another MegaMUD, and then open up another character. Yeah, whatever. Connect that, and then open up yet another character. And there we go. We got Schlong. Okay. So I've got these 3 characters, okay. And then we can go have them, I don't know, go off and do something. I don't know, to have them go to somewhere in the forest, Darkwood Forest. We'll have them walk to the tower. Okay, they can go off and do that. You notice, another thing is, there's lots of areas to go in here. I've tried to set up an instance here of megamud with clean paths. You notice I open this up and there's no conflicts of rooms and paths and all that. It's got a lot of Hidden Realities paths. It's got a lot of mud rev paths, other custom paths. So it's just as much as I can possibly cram in it. Some other utilities like Notepad++, handy, obviously megamud Explorer, some links, just some real general stuff that's always there when I need it when I make copies of this, like if I were to go play at another realm or something. Okay, so we'll put this off to the side. Now let's load up another one of these. See, this is completely off. Let me show something else here. You can see this guy right here is only using 512 meg of RAM, and that's actually the minimum that's set. You can do or allocate what's called dynamic memory, which really works good for this type of setup. And the dynamic memory works by setting a set startup amount of RAM and then a max amount of RAM and a minimum. And what it's able to do is compress RAM and remove things that aren't currently being used, cache them and whatnot. So basically allows it to use memory much more efficiently and only allocate what it absolutely needs at the time. So that really allows us to get a lot at once going on here. So we'll start this up too. We'll take a peek at our other guy here. So you see there he's going. Oh, we already made it to the tower. How cool. Let's go run somewhere else. I don't know. We'll go somewhere in the sewers or the slums. Or how about all the way to the desert? That's fine, I don't care. Go to the village. Great. Okay. So this is now fired up. Let's try to get some of these side by side. So put this guy over here. Put this one over here. Go ahead and log into this. And you'll notice here, see right now this has got a full 4 gig of memory here, and as we start to use stuff and it's completely done starting up and everything, this should start to really scale down, which is cool. So we're going to open up some more megas. Open up, see, we've got Billy, Millie, and Willie. Okay, connect that guy. That guy, and we'll open up Willie. Okay, great. So I guess this guy got stuck because we have no ropes or something. Okay. But if we all wanted to say go to the same place, okay, look, we got a little party here. So I can go ahead and fight some more people. Alright, great. So now we've got 6 people in here, and it should start going back to the village. Oh great, it's going to be lost, but whatever, we'll just let that go. We don't care. I'm just watching it do its thing. Okay, well, I haven't seen this memory go down yet, but let's go ahead and start another one. We'll go do this MUD 3, which is just a copy of these other setups that I have. Turn this on. You can see it starts using its RAM. We check over here in Task Manager. You can see that even with it not throttling down yet, we're using less than half our RAM. Oh, see, we caught it right here. This guy's starting to really throttle down the RAM that it's using. It's making full use of that dynamic memory. Really cool stuff. So I'll go ahead and log into this guy. And this guy is green. So we'll go ahead and start loading up the MegaMUDs on this one. Oh, wasn't that pleasant? Whatever. So this one is Budweiser. We're having fun with beer. We will open the. Let's see what's the other one here. Looks like Miller and Coors. Okay, we'll go connect those guys. So, you can see, stop this guy for a sec. I've been doing some testing here on this test BBS. So we've got a cleric, we've got a tenon druid, we've got a mystic, go over to this guy, we've got a warrior, a druid, a ninja, juggernaut, vampire, and a priest. So lots of different classes, and I've been testing the ups and downs of the different ones that I have available. See, these guys were going around in the dark forest, killing some griffins. Okay, I'll set them back when I'm doing that again. And let's go check our memory. So for some reason this one hasn't throttled down yet. Sometimes they do that if they think they're busy or whatever, but eventually it will. See what else I got here. I got this guy going. This is Windows XP setup, I think. It's actually a World Grip MegaMUD BBS that I've been working on, kind of off and on for years, doing my own edits. Not happy with the way that it's done yet, so I still haven't released it, but it's up and running. I could actually open it to the public. And you got this little fancy antsy here. Neat. So this is up and running. Silver Priest. That's great. A bunch of fun, cool stuff. I use my down sleeping bag. So now I'm sleeping. Little item I put in there. So let's get yet another one going. Why not? We'll bring up this MUD 4. And each of these instances right here are complete separate Windows installs. So I could actually give them their own remote desktop port, open it up through the router, and go into these separately. They're all set up on the Hated Reality test BBS right now, but this could be set up for any BBS, any of the ones that are out there right now. Let's go take a look at the other one booting up here. Okay, that's good. So we'll go into this one. This one looks pretty bare. I don't think I've set this one up yet, but it should still have all the MegaMUD stuff. Yep, it's there. So if I wanted to, I could start opening up MegaMUD here and connecting to yet another BBS. I guess that's about it, but it really makes things nicely organized and keeps them separate. Again, remote into any of them that I want at any given time. It really can be convenient for running parties like this. Instead of having 10 megas going on one machine, it seems to work a lot more efficient this way. I think these guys need to train, so we can go do that real quick. And I think we gotta go to Largo. And we'll go here, and we can tell everyone to buy Largo potion. And then we're all in Largo. Okay, that should be everybody. I don't even care about loving right now. We'll just go loop again. How about over here? Yeah, this will work. Yeah, that's good enough. I guess that's about it. It seems that 3 fill the screen pretty good. Could get even more on here if I really wanted to. But that's it. It's kind of a work in progress, especially getting everything together on one machine that's got all the resources and all the paths. It's mainly what I'm building now, is a library of paths. And when it's completely done, it's something that certainly wouldn't mind sharing. So, thanks for watching.